on something.
Oh, this is the something that you needed to put on? Gotcha.
Yeah,
So this is the under.
Yeah, you gotta put on the base.
Okay. So joining us now is Camber of CosFreePlay fame. You make the post for us every week. And let me get... Alright, so it's that, and it's at Kyrie Celeste. With a K?
Kyrie's with a K, yeah.
Can you spell it for me?
K-A-I-R-I-C-E-L-E-S-T-E. Vowels, just all vowels. Just smash as many vowels as you can. Put a few consonants in there, it's probably correct.
C-A-I-R-I-C-E... I don't know.
Would you like me to type it in the chat?
Yes.
I have done typed it.
Thank you for done typing it. I've typed it into this machine enough times that it should know. So honestly, when you're saying that, I'm like, okay, all I have to do is type in the first two letters, and it's going to remember where I typed it in 7 other times. There we go. Welcome to CosFreePlay Live. Thank you so much for joining us, Camber.
No problem. What else do I have going on in my life right now?
Knowing you, probably a lot of 3D printing, plans for like 7,000 other cosplays.
Yeah.
Probably no racing. I wouldn't be surprised if you're tuning up some sort of vehicle, or your family is in some way.
We actually do possibly have the chance, or I say we, my brother has the chance to possibly race next weekend. In like a real car on asphalt type of race, because you're all in your own individual car.
Right.
There's no spectators. So
Yeah,
there's a chance.
I hope you're socially distancing, otherwise you're smashing into each other, in which case he's going to need yet another knee surgery.
Exactly, so
Don't do that.
But there's been lots of virtual racing going on in our house since we got our new driving simulator up and running.
Does that mean you're all piling in Rad's bed?
Yes, well actually we moved it out of her room. And
wait, her bed isn't in her room?
Well, she has a mattress on the floor now. She just doesn't have a race car bed anymore. No, her race car bed is now dangling over the second story of our, over the loft second story of our house, over into our living room area. So you can now, it's almost like when you go to, Chick-fil-A and they have those little cars in the play area that you can crawl up to and you can wave at your parents. It's basically like that, but there's also a computer in it with iRacing attached.
Yeah, let me see. You sent me some pictures. I've been on the air continuously, so I haven't had a chance to grab them. But
yeah,
let me grab those now.
Yeah, it was quite a weekend project trying to get it up there, but
yes.
It works good now, and everyone's been playing. And even the pizza man who delivered our pizza, we asked, "What do you think?" And he said, "Well, it looks dangerous."
This looks like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Just what we wanted. Yeah, so it's a full UTV, just suspended in our house, no big deal.
Yeah, there it is. Now, is that... Wait a minute. That's not the bed, right? You harvested the parts from the bed?
So that was the bed. So she originally slept on, the right side, underneath that second steering wheel.
Uh-huh.
You slept next to the chair. So
right, yeah.
We, took all the frame off of where her bed was, and put a metal floor in it so that you won't fall through it when you're, because the whole car is off the side of the floor. It's fully dangling, suspended. So you're sitting in the car a story off the ground.
Yeah. So this is Rad's bed, or was Rad's bed, right? So Dad can sit and play racing games right here with the full steering wheel and everything. And then the bed was right here where my thumb is now. And it literally a child's bed where she would go to sleep and Dad would virtually race.
And she had her own little steering wheel, so she could, act like she was playing too.
Mm-hmm. That is nuts. I love the little flourishes in your guys' place so much.
It's like I said, the quarantine has not been good for our family. It just means we have too much time now to come up with ridiculous projects to do like that.
Yeah.
So,
There's so many in this group that are really talented, and like Austin Smith is one that I think of as well, where it's just like he says something that I think is absolutely outlandish. There's another reverse angle of the race car bed hanging off the second floor.
That's like a picture from the stairs, so you can see it is fully, suspended.
But yeah, there's so many of you, Austin. You in like 7 different ways because of all your 3D printing and stuff, where you can just make anything seemingly.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, no, and you tend to apply it quite often. Is really cool.
It's been fun.
So tell us about your cosplay today. As if we didn't know already.
Yeah, you never know. There could be people who don't know. People who haven't been blessed yet by the great anime that is High Score Girl. And I am cosplaying as... is she classified? I feel like, is she the main character? I feel like the guy's the main character.
I think she's probably the title character.
That's probably true. Yeah, cosplaying Ono, the main girl who never speaks. So obviously I'm breaking character very, very badly right now. But
I never asked you to take that level of it to the character. I'll pull up a picture here in a sec. Because you actually made this cosplay for free play, is that correct?
That's true. Yeah. I made it for to wear at a con, right? That was the one we went to.
Correct. Yeah, we went to A-Con last year. Here's Ono. Just put her right beside you. Yeah, so we had a High Score Girl themed arcade that we made for A-Con last year at Fair Park. All Japanese arcade or largely Japanese arcade. A lot of titles that we had never had on the floor before, that we just were sitting in the lab or in the warehouses, not collecting dust, but sort of not with a home and free play yet. Like DDR was one of them.
Yeah, so good.
Mm-hmm.
My favorites.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff. It was all High Score Girl themed. I know you do cosplay stuff all the time, and I was happy to be able to invite you out, and then you accepted, and I was like, this is going to be the best. And that was honestly, of all the cons I've been to, that is right up near the top of my favorite personal experiences, because you were dressed up as High Score Girl. We're friends anyway, so we could chat and talk and do whatever. But I got to walk around and be the friends with Ono, and we even played Final Fight 2 together. We played it on the candy cab.
Mm-hmm. That was like my first time to really play it, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really play a lot of fighting games, as most people know.
Yeah, that was a beat 'em up, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. It's beat 'em up.
Because we played ST later.
It's true. So, but yeah, I mean, I was unsure going into the weekend. I was like, oh, how, like, I did like a year and a half worth of cons where I didn't have any friends, and I just went by myself or went with a friend, and it was like decent. And then I found a group of cosplay friends, and I started cosplaying and like being in groups of like 10 people, and like, in group cosplays, people are a lot more likely to turn up to you and be excited because it's like so many characters. And so, like, going back to, okay, it's just going to be me. I'm probably really only going to know Chris. I knew a few of the other free play people and met up with, I think one of my cosplay friends happened to be there on the same day. But it was definitely, like, a different experience, and I wasn't exactly sure how I felt going into it. I'd also never been to A-Con before. Mm-hmm. It was also at a different location, and everyone was like, we hate A-Con this year because the location was so bad. But I really, and moral of the story is, I really had a good time, and it was really fun, and we played, like, 5 hours of Killer Queen.
That's true. I played
so much Killer Queen.
I played a ton of Killer Queen with Ono.
Yeah, I pretty much started that weekend having only played Killer Queen, I think, once before at Free Play for like 5 minutes, and then I played like a solid 5 hours of it that day at A-Con and became an expert just overnight. It
was fun wrecking shop with Ono and everybody walking around and looking at you and being like, of course, you would blow us away at Killer Queen.
Yeah, my favorite was a couple of people would come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, I don't think you realize, but you are in the perfect place for your cosplay right now. Like, you're at the arcade and you're dressed as Ono. I was like, yes, that was the plan, but Yes, thank you.
Yes, that's literally my picture there on that machine and that,
Yeah.
and like literally every machine has Ono's picture on it. But thanks for noticing.
Yeah. It wasn't an accident. Like, also that con had by far the greatest elevator action I'd ever played, with the giant like actual elevator doors. I don't know where that machine is, but it needs to make a comeback.
Okay, you're talking
thing,
about elevator action death parade.
yeah,
Yes.
that thing was like, I walked in and was like, what is this? I already love elevator action. There's like legitimately elevator action in real life happening.
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
It was everything I could hope for.
for real elevator action. I can tell you that that machine is the heaviest and most ridiculous machine I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's huge.
When I saw that thing come into free play into the labs, I thought someone was literally going to die moving it. Like, it's nuts. And this was right when Arthur started, and Arthur helped out with the with moving that thing. It was Arthur and Lonnie and Corey and Richard and myself, and like even with 5-6 people, it was still impossible to move. Like, and it was so tall. It's literally an elevator. Like, it's literally an elevator, and it's that tall too. So I thought this is nuts. My fear of that game is that they put it at Free Play Dallas and it cannot move because it literally cannot move, and it breaks down in some way in which it's an eyesore, right? Because it's got such a unique like it's not like you can grab the elevator door from the other 7-foot tall or 12-foot tall arcade game. So if that thing breaks in a fundamental way, then what are you gonna do other than like haul it out to the street? Holy cow! But I think I don't know for sure, but I think it was planned to go to Free Play Dallas. Well, we shall see if we can ever get the doors open in any Free Play again. But that is why we're all doing all this. So
Sure.
hopefully we'll see that in a Free Play when we can go to Free Play again. Elevator action death parade is so ridiculous.
It was amazing. I will answer Lady Zest's question in the chat about, do I use a beauty blender or other applicator for my foundation? I'm going to be honest and say I know zero about makeup. I only started wearing makeup when I started cosplaying, like 5 years ago. So I am baby. I am novice. Currently, I am using, I guess this is not Beauty Blender brand Beauty Blender. I think it was from Walmart. It was given to me. I don't know. I also have some from Daiso, the Japanese dollar store. I use those too. They're these little houses. And all of my makeup comes from the Dollar General. They have their own line of makeup now called Believe. And I bought all their stuff because it was like $3 a piece. And I'm really cheap. All my other makeup comes from the dollar store at the mall, Miss A, at the Parks Mall in Arlington. So I have all their stuff that's also like $1. So I'm an expert. I didn't even put on concealer because I forgot. I was too excited about the blush because Ono has to have blush.
Oh, congratulations to Ray Anubis Machete. He got 3rd place, and
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, congrats. He's been giving us updates all along. Apparently, he had to create had to beat 2 people from Wizards of the West Coast, which is they're responsible for creating the game. So, good job to him. So what's this part? Like, I see it on Ono. How does this work?
So yeah, the picture you have up. So she wears 2 different outfits.
Okay.
In the show, and so I'm wearing not the one that you have the picture up of. There's
bad.
Like this version. It's fine. There's this version that is like almost like a 2-piece. It might be 1 piece with a black belt. I'm not sure. But then the other one is the one that has like this big white collar. But I think they both have the red choker, necktie, Dilma Bob. Yeah, I'm wearing like kind of what I guess what the girl in the bottom right of all my pictures that I posted for CosFreePlay today. I'm wearing that version of it.
Gotcha. I could find that online as well. Believe me, there are plenty of pictures of Ono out there.
And that's, my choice in outfit was 100% not based on the fact that I made the whole costume like a week before the con, and this happened to be the purple dress that I could order from Amazon and add all the ruffles to.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
Definitely not that. Also, I ordered a wig and it didn't come until the day after the con. So I ended up having to order a separate wig from Amazon that was cheaper, that came in time. So now I have 2 very similar purple wigs. I need to figure out what to do with the cheaper one. I'm tempted to cut it and make it into a Beerus from Dragon Ball Super, the purple god of death or whatever he is. So I want to make a cool Egyptian outfit and have purple hair. So
I'm sure you'll have the Withers boys perked up at the notion of Dragon Ball. Although they have differing thoughts on the what Super is and how good actually Super is.
I have liked Super.
Yeah.
But obviously I'm not near as an expert as they are. I thought I knew a lot, and then I hung out with them on that night when we played the Dragon Ball fighting game with the voice of Vegeta, and they were much more knowledgeable about Dragon Ball than I was, and I was like, now I feel like scrub.
Yeah, I think I have some drops from that day.
Well, I don't know. For a guy who liked GT, I guess you.
Thank you, right? Like super
great taste.
Oh man, I haven't put on this wig in a while. I think the last time I wore it was to our Cosmotrons event at FreePlay, when I put on space makeup and I looked like a weird space lady. It was definitely a look.
Yeah, it's hard to cosplay Cosmotrons, which is a vector graphics game.
Yes. Well, I wanted to be the ship, and I wanted to build a PVC pipe cage around me, like the novice ship had, and walk around like that. But obviously, I never got around to doing that before that specific King of Cosmotrons tournament.
I mean,
but it's still a possibility. There's still future.
Yeah, I certainly hope to have more King of all Cosmotrons, if nothing more than to see Carlos, the King of all Cosmotrons himself, rainbow vomiting the screen away.
True.
Yes.
A classic.
I need to add those transitions too. I'm just gonna do that right now, if I can, because I need more Carlos rainbow vomit.
Gotta wait for it to come up to determine if I'm flipped or if I'm the right direction. Ah, dang it. No, wait. Oh, yeah. No, this one.
Very nice.
I'm like watching myself on stream, which is like, 10 seconds delayed. Yeah, that's perfect. Looks great.
Oh, they're saying thumb up, so it needs to be like this. There you go.
Kind of look at this picture.
Well, thank you so much for the live cosplay. And this was so CosFreePlay this week was just the where is it at? There it is. It was all from this this theme and this coming cosplay. How hard did you have to look for a bunch of Ono cosplay?
Well, honestly, I kind of wanted to showcase some cosplay of the other characters from the show, and there were none. I couldn't find any cosplay of the other people, and I was kind of hoping I would get at least like the other main girl, the blonde one, and there was like nothing. Yes. I was like, why has nobody been any of the other people?
Maybe season 2 will get more, or maybe you'll do it.
Also very true. I was like, when I was thinking about that while I was Googling, I was like, I have a blonde wig like that. It's a possibility. I just don't look good as blonde. But we'll see. If they have interesting enough outfits, I haven't watched any of season 2 since it just came out today, and I have a job. So I haven't perused any of it yet, but I might watch at least an episode tonight before I go to bed. Try to make my way through it. But maybe if I feel compelled by any of their outfits. The problem is, a lot of their costumes are not really costumes in the sense of normal, like anime. They're wearing like normal people clothes.
Right, because it really is a realistic anime. Because it's a realistic look at. I mean, it clearly is fantasy as well, but it's realistic look at the 90s arcade scene for sure.
So usually on a costume like that, I would go thrifting and find a lot of the pieces secondhand in a very recycly kind of way. I like to recycle costumes. But since I can't go thrifting right now, with the apocalypse out the door, it might be more on hold. Because I'm sewing right now in the sense of I only can use the stuff I already own. I can't really go anywhere and buy anything, so I've been doing a lot of those kind of like back burner projects where I've been hoarding the fabric for 6 months and like, oh, I'll make this eventually. And it's like, well, that time is now. I have nothing else I can do.
Have you liked that aspect of it, having the extra time to dedicate to your hobbies?
Yeah, I have actually. It's like kind of weird because I'm very used to being busy, and I try to like, okay, if I can dedicate, an hour every night after work to work on something, then I feel accomplished. Because usually my weekends are so busy with either cons or racing or working on some random project. And so to have like a whole weekend where we have nothing to do is very rare in our family. And that's been like the last 4 weekends. So it's like I can literally get up in the morning and sew 8 hours on a Saturday. And it's kind of bizarre, but also I feel like I'm really churning through stuff and been listening to a lot of audiobooks and podcasts, and feel like I'm really working my way through all of those things that I've been trying to get done, and now I just have the time to do them. So it's weird.
I feel like congratulating the family comprised of some of the most like badass people that I know, being cooped up in the same place for a month now and not killing each other. Like, congratulations.
Yeah, I know some of my friends have been talking, because I have a few married friends who it's just like them and their spouse, and I have a few friends who also still live with their family, especially some of like the youth from our church. They're not used to being home with their parents who don't have to work. They're working from home and stuff. So it's like been very interesting to see all their family dynamics, and a lot of them are like, man, you have like 7 people living in your house. Like, how are you surviving having so many people and having like 2 small children there all the time?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, it's a lot sometimes.
Right.
But luckily the house, you can just pick a room and close the door.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's helpful. Or if you get frustrated, climb into your race car bed suspended from the 2nd story and play a racing game.
Yeah, and go vroom vroom. Yeah.
There you go. That is ridiculous. Can we get more crazy pics of the crazy house? Like, sure. Like, the bookshelf is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and that's your bookshelf. Your bookshelf is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I should show off the library at some point. I could take a picture of that.
Yeah, your bookshelf is ridiculous. That CRT setup, if it's still there, is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. The wall, and you can kind of see it in the background here. Let's see here. It's like right in this area here. Oh, sorry, it's disorienting.
Yeah, all the board games.
Yeah, the board games are kind of there. There it is. There it is. Sorry. So disorienting. Sorry.
Yeah, we have like
the whole wall is nothing but board games. Like, it's massive.
Yeah, you can see our projector screen on the wall.
Yeah, there's a slide. There's swings. Like, if you just take one bizarro picture from your house a week, then we have like 7 to 10 weeks worth of content.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
One day I'll show the UTV graveyard in our backyard, where it's just all the broken down cars and car parts that are just living among the grass.
That sounds like. Did you know? Do you you know Dale Earnhardt Jr. collects those?
Really?
Yes, he actually collects classic NASCAR wrecks, and you can see some of them from the satellite view of his property, because he'll literally just like. It's a big wreck and a big flaming pile, and he just has it deposited on his property somewhere, and you can see it. Mm-hmm. Which is one of the most insane things I've ever heard. Although, if you guys did that, it wouldn't surprise me, because y'all are interesting and nutty in that way too.
It's true. We're also just hoarders.
What's that?
Just keep everything.
I don't think so.
We might need this in the future. It's like, will we need this in the future? But then we keep it anyway. We can't convince ourselves otherwise.
You guys keep a lot of stuff, but you use a lot of stuff. I've been around both types. I've been around families like yourself that, like, you're constantly using and reusing stuff. We're looking at your cosplay of reusing stuff. Mm-hmm. In fact, I feel like we are every week, and you mentioned that's your preference. So, whether it's chicken or egg, whether you just have the stuff and you use it, or you get this, like, whatever, you guys do cycle through things and get your uses out of it. I've definitely been in houses that are like featured in hoarders, or too bad to be featured in hoarders, where you're having to airlift people out of it, and that's a whole different level of disturbing.
Yeah, at least ours isn't like stacks of old newspapers or like trash.
I would not.
To some people, it would look like trash, though. To some people, to see a pile of metal that we dumpster dived for, they're gonna look at that and go, why would they keep something like that?
I think it's cool.
Like our driving simulator, half of the metal we used in that was all pieces we had dumpster dived for in the past.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Them size and made them work perfect, and it's like, you can make it work if you want to make it work. If you can just think of a way to make it work, then you can make it work.
Plus, you guys are like engineers out there anyway.
Yeah, something like that.
Ridiculous. You are.
Engineers
You
with
just
no engineering degree.
no degrees, but you definitely are engineers. You do it naturally. So cool. All right, so what's up for next week? Do you have a cosplay in mind for next week?
I don't. I was trying to think today what I wanted to do. I mean, I have plenty I could throw on. It's just, I feel like I just don't have anything on theme.
Well, I don't know what's...
That's what's disappointing. I'm like, I need more free play related ones. But a couple that I've wanted to work on, I either need to thrift things for, or I'd have to go Amazon ordering a lot of things, and I'm kind of like, do I really want to waste the Amazon people's time with like cosplay stuff when they could be delivering like vital supplies to people? It just seems rude.
I think they are prioritizing vital supplies, so I wouldn't worry about it if they do deliver it, because they will prioritize and slow down delivery if it's of a crisis, but otherwise you should be good to go. Holy cow, this may be the most commented on CosFreePlay ever. Have you seen this?
I've been keeping up with it. I have it on the... I keep looking to the left of my screen because that's where the stream and the chat is. I keep not looking at probably where I should be looking. Yeah,
your actual CosFreePlay post may be the most popular one ever. I was always like, you can post it, and it could just be me hitting the heart icon and 2 other people or no other people, and that is fine. I am happy with representing cosplay in the community group because it's important. This one seems to have set the world on fire.
When you ask a group of nerds, hey, what kind of animes should I watch? And they're all like, well, let me explain to you.
Yeah.
Which has been nice because there's half of the animes I was like, oh yeah, I do love those, or oh, I have heard of those and I should watch them. And the other half are ones I've literally never heard of. And I'm like, oh, if all these people are telling me I should watch them, maybe I should watch them. I don't even know what they are or what they're about, but I'll add them to the list. That's excessively long.
Well, there's if you just want animes that are on Netflix that are related, that Castlevania anime is pretty good.
It is so good. I agree. I haven't watched the newest season.
I'm about midway through the newest season right now, but yeah, it's really strong. And I don't know how many cosplay. There are definitely some cosplays you could do from season 3.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Even if you don't want a gender bend, but I feel like you could pull off an a la carte as well if you wanted.
Not gonna lie, that's like high on the list of all of them. When I saw it, I was like, ooh, tempted.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could pull off that one. And like I said, there's characters in the new season if you wanted to, but that's probably a different project. I don't know. If you give us some options, we can have the chat vote on it.
Yeah, I have like... Oh gosh, why is my phone going off? My friends are talking too much. Oh, yep. They all want to play Animal Crossing tonight. That's what I should dress up as, Animal Crossing. I keep joking about it, but I have nothing to wear. That would work.
Oh, you have no Animal Crossing cosplay?
No. I mean, could I throw something together? Possibly, but do I want to? Nah.
Fair enough. And I guess that's the game you've been playing, Animal Crossing?
I've been playing a lot.
Still in it.
It's like, I've played all of them. So when this one came out, I was like, oh, well, I have to invest at least a year. That's kind of the window for Animal Crossing. You play every single day for a year, so you get to go through all the holidays and all the events, and then once the year is up, you can determine if there's anything left to do or if you just abandon the game.
Jasmine requests that you beat Isabelle.
Yeah, I've thought of... Once again, I just don't look good as a blonde, and I don't want to have a blonde character. I've thought about being Celeste, the Blather's sister, the owl. I already have a Celeste cosplay in the game.
Right, it is on brand with your name. Your name.
Exactly. I was like, Celeste. Celeste is my middle name. I feel like I should do it. So, and owls are cute. So it's a tempting, but that's another one where it's like I don't have supplies at home to make it. Probably I'd have to go get them, and I'm just much work.
Well, if you want to use an existing cosplay that you have, and just send me the picture, like I don't mind.
Yeah, I have some. I've tempted. I could. I have like Alice from Alice in Wonderland. I was kind of tempted to see if I could make the crown or whatever, I guess the knight helmet that Dirk the Daring wears in the Alice in Wonderland level of Dragon's Lair 2. Like what, stage 4 or something? He's like, they put him in the Alice in Wonderland costume, but he still has like his crown thing with the cross on the top. I don't know what
Right, yeah. I don't think I could easily pull up a picture of that one.
Yeah, I was like, do I have the colors? Because I think it's like red and, I don't know, maybe silver or something. I was like, could I throw that together in like a week? Possibly.
Yeah. Well, either way, if you want to come up with a new one, or if you want to use one out of the closet, like, it's all gravy for us. We very much appreciate what you do. Appreciate getting to talk to you once a week here, and appreciate the cosplay posts. Keep it alive.
Yeah. I totally, did not forget about posting mine today or anything. It wasn't like 10 minutes late because I completely forgot. Totally not like that at all.
Well, you're also doing a live show for an hour a week, so the responsibilities have significantly increased.
I get up and I go to work and I forget about it, and then you tag me in, oh, Camper will be on stream tonight doing CosFreePlay, and I was like, oh no, I didn't post.
Well, thank you for doing it. It's a great post. Apparently, it's your most popular post ever. So you're just doing it. It's just a strategy to get more attention now.
So obviously, I should just always do anime-related cosplays so I can ask people about anime.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan.
Before we let you go, we should say that CosFreePlay is going to get a time change. We have a week from today. I haven't been able to schedule it yet, or to post the event because I've been a little busy today. But a week from today, in your time slot, is going to be a live trivia matching game. The writer of... Have you ever played Murder Trivia Party?
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Well, the writer of that game is writing us a game show. And he and Jerry are available in this time, right? But Jerry is normally doing D&D. That's D-Owl. Sorry, D-Owl's our remote producer. He's not available on Wednesday nights. He is available at this time. So we're moving the live game show to this time slot, which, by the way, you're more than welcome to join us for, Camber. But you, thankfully, are willing and able to move CosFreePlay Live to Wednesdays at 7, which will be its new home. Thank you.
Oh, that means I have one less day to make a whole new costume. Ugh.
Right, yes. But you won't have to put the CosFreePlay post up, until the next day, so.
Also true. Maybe that'll help me remember.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But also, I wouldn't mind tossing it up there live, because I don't have anything to put up anyway.
Also true. That means I have to, I should get on that.
Yeah, maybe. All right, thank you so much for joining us. I know you have to get to Animal Crossing. Is anybody?
I might sew for a little bit before I, dedicate another 4 hours to Animal Crossing and audiobooks.
What are you sewing?
I'm working on a stash project. I've had some nautical-themed fabric for a while, so I've been wanting to make a nautical-themed outfit. I'm making like a sailor dress and a sailor hat.
Are there any sailor anime characters you can dress up as?
Probably.
I wouldn't.
You know what? Does she count? Oh gosh, I'm not even gonna remember her name. From Guilty Gear, the one that has the giant anchor.
I'm trying to get your call back up here. I see what's happened here.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Is it May? See, I was kind of thinking it was May, Ian.
There it is. Sorry.
But I didn't want to commit to May and be wrong. It's something like that. But yeah, that chick from Guilty Gear. She's nautical themed, right? She has a very awesome, like, orange colored long coat. I will make any character that wears a long coat. That's really my stipulation. Do they have an epic coat? Yes, I will make it.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll let you go get off. Unless you want to just live stream sewing, in which case I've got extra time.
If I could, but I think the internet in my room, we were building a new room on our house, and that's my future room, and that's where I've been sewing. But I think with the amount of insulation we put in the new room, our Wi-Fi doesn't reach in there very well. I'm gonna have to get an extender.
Yes.
And so I've tried doing D&D from in there before, and it does not want to pick up my computer. So I would, if I could, maybe in the future, I have a cool sewing setup, and we can do a live CosFreePlay sewing.
Well, I know Jasmine was looking to get on the crafting, and finding an actual lane for that would be cool.
Yeah, I always joked about on the 24-hour night at Free Play, I would just set up a sewing machine in the corner and every once in a while you could pan the camera over to me, and I would just be hurriedly trying to finish an entire costume in one day. I think it would be fun.
See, before you started showing me a cosplay a week, I thought that was just talk. Like,
no, I still, like, in my head, I'm 100% sure I can make Cammy, the blue one that I want to make, Alpha Cammy. I'm 100% sure I can make that in 24 hours. Like, the hat and if I bought a bodysuit,
yes,
and then use the extra fabric from the bodysuit for the hat, and just had to, like, sew on the stripes, make the hat, like, fashion the wig into braids, it could definitely be done in one sitting. It would be really hard and annoying, but possible.
Yeah, I have. Let's see. I have that picture here. Although she stays risque with all of them, it seems.
Well, I would wear dance tights.
It's not the same as her normal, like, this got banned from ESPN standard. There we go.
We have talked about that in the past. Would I make the boots? Let me wait for the picture to show up so I can determine what the boots look like. Oh yeah, they're brown. I couldn't remember what color they were. I probably would not make the boots. I probably own tall brown boots because I cosplay as so many fantasy characters that wear brown boots. Mm-hmm. But I forgot she has those crazy arm gauntlet things. Okay, it might be a little bit harder to make in one sitting, but in one sitting I could probably still make it. The arm gauntlets just might not be that great looking. Yeah. Because I'm not a very good foam smith.
Or you could just 3D print those and then bring them to the show.
That's also true. I bet there is already a file for them out there, or I could probably design them. They don't look that complicated. That's also true. And then I could show off my 3D printing skills. So.
Is that Cross asking for the bed?
Yes, he's complaining. He just showed up. I don't know what he's been doing. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we got the bed on there. There it is. Wait, no, that's not it. There's the bed. We showed it off.
Yes, you missed all the talk about all of it. That's what you get for being late to the party. She has an outfit with a winter coat, but no pants. That sounds like something that would happen in a fighting game.
But specifically with Cammy.
Yeah. That's the thing, it's like all the female fighting characters are always so scantily clad. I'm like, well, I want to look cool, but I don't want to be scandalous.
Well, have you looked into the SNK fighters? Like, they have a lot of variety there.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of characters from doing the CosFreePlay posts, because I'll go through, okay, what are all the games that Freeplay has to offer, and what are the ones that I know nothing about, and I'm going to go Google them and look for characters. And there's been a lot of, like, fighting games and different ones where I'm like, these characters are super dope looking, but nobody's cosplayed them.
Yeah, let me pull out the King of Fighters here, because there's a lot of good ones. Let's see, back.
Maybe I should go back. I need to go back through that list of all of those. Maybe one of those might be something I could make quickly. I was trying to picture what the girl looks like from Diet a Go-Go, but I don't think I have. She's wearing like a workout outfit. Yeah, I feel like I don't have white colored things.
She just looks like basically, she looks like the Let's Get Physical video.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So here's Blue Mary.
As I wait for the delay. Oh yeah.
And
that's pants.
Oh yeah, no, there's tons of them. Leona here. Where's pants? I mean, I feel like that's a low bar here. Yeah, I think I can just pull up a window. Hold on. Let's try it this way. Just people navigate on the top of this.
Chat, saying all these people's names that I don't know. I will Google all of them.
There we go. Here's a look at Leona. Kinda. Whoa. Oof. Hard to browse in this. Now there's many of them. There is just look up King of Fighters. Don't look up heroines, by the way. Don't look up King of Fighters the heroines. That's a different thing, and that's not what you're looking for. But The whole cast is excellent. Come on, give me the list. Okay, Shermie, maybe a little scandalous for you. She's got a miniskirt. Athena, Japanese schoolgirl-esque. There's so many interesting ones. King, Shizuru Kagura, Kasumi, so many of them. And that's just the female ones. Yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend.
I'll do some Googling. I was just remembering there was another character from Free Play that I think I already own almost everything for.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to make like one thing. I could possibly do that in the next week or two. To do a Empress from Magical Drop. She has this hair.
Yes, she does.
I would need to make a ridiculously large headpiece, which I could 3D print or make out of foam if I want to be even lighter. So there's always possibilities, but we'll see. I'll give it a few days, and if I really feel like I want to embark on making something, I will. If not, maybe I'll be I wouldn't mind throwing on my little sister from BioShock, because I haven't done crazy zombie makeup in a while, and I honestly don't remember how I did it the last time I did it. So that could be exciting.
The way I did it was I hired a professional stylist. Oops.
Yeah, it's literally a costume I haven't worn since I wore it the very first time I ever cosplayed, and I won an award for it. So obviously I did it good the first time.
Yeah, there's Empress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I own a dress that's not exactly like that, but close enough. I have some long gloves from my Witch Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could make it happen something.
All right, so
It would be a more casual version, but it could be possible.
we will see you then Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It is a schedule change. CosFreePlay Live moves to Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us, and yeah, it's a great pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm invited to do something, so at least I feel like one day a week I put on makeup and feel productive.
I mean, if you want to do it every day, I'm pretty sure nobody's complaining, but yeah.
I don't have that many costumes. I would run out very quick.
Okay, once a week is good then. Once a week is quite good. We'll see you this Wednesday. And feel free to jump in at any point that you feel bored, although you probably never get bored because you're working all the time and spending all that time trying to not fight your family.
Also true.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.